Arizona relies on water from the Colorado River for approximately 40% of its overall supplies. The two largest reservoirs in the river system are Lakes Mead and Powell, which are used to store water for future demand. Lake Mead supplies water to the lower basin states of Arizona, California, and Nevada, as well as to Mexico. Lake Powell is operated to help the upper basin states of Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming satisfy their legal obligations regarding water deliveries to the lower basin. Water levels in these two reservoirs are coordinated to allow better management of the Colorado River supply. Due to the critical importance of Colorado River water, reservoir levels are closely monitored and releases are strictly controlled by the Bureau of Reclamation. Water levels in Lake Mead and Powell are affected by a wide range of factors. Among the most significant are precipitation within the basin and the resultant Colorado River runoff that is stored in the reservoirs, the operation of the Colorado River system reservoirs, Colorado River water uses in the upper basin states of Colorado, New Mexico, Wyoming, and Utah, the lower basin states of California, Arizona, and Nevada, and in Mexico. Uses in the lower basin that exceed normal inflows, a situation known as structural deficit. Every year, the U.S. Secretary of the Interior determines the status of Colorado River water supplies as being in one of the following three conditions: normal, surplus, or shortage. The primary factor in making this determination is the amount of water in Lake Mead. The determination of shortage is made when water elevation in the lake is projected to fall below 1,075 feet on January 1st. The determination is made in August of the prior year to provide time for water users to prepare and address potential shortages. Under normal conditions, Arizona has the right to use up to 2.8 million acre-feet of the river's water every year. An acre-foot is 326,000 gallons, or roughly the amount of water used by two families of four in 1 year. But if a shortage is declared, Arizona will be required to reduce the amount of water it receives from the river by a predetermined amount based on guidelines developed by the basin states and the U.S. government. Arizona will be required to take the largest reduction because Central Arizona Project, or CAP, which delivers the majority of this water to central and southern Arizona, holds a junior priority water entitlement as compared to California. CAP has been preparing for possible shortages on the Colorado for decades. For example, CAP works with the Arizona Water Banking Authority to store excess CAP water underground. CAP will recover this stored water to protect municipal, industrial, and tribal users from suffering with reduced supplies during shortages. CAP also works with agriculture and municipalities to encourage conservation and wise use of our water resources. There is a significant possibility that a shortage could be declared in 2016, and an even greater likelihood for 2017. And as a result of our planning and cooperative efforts, Arizona's water users are prepared to deal with potential shortages on the Colorado River. With the exception of a potential increase in CAP water rates, Arizona's cities, towns, industries, mines, and tribes using CAP water will not be affected by a near-term shortage on the Colorado. CAP and water professionals throughout Arizona and the 7 basin states have spent many years managing this issue. In particular, CAP participates in a range of projects and programs that make our state's water supply system more resilient to climate change and varying water levels. Some examples include the Drought Response Plan to slow the decline of Lake Mead and to address the existing imbalance between supply and demand in the lower basin. CAP, as part of this plan, intends to store an additional 345,000 acre-feet of water in Lake Mead in cooperation with our agricultural and urban customers. The System Conservation Agreement and the Innovative Conservation Agreement, both of which provide funds for fallowing activities and new conservation technology within the basin. The Brock Reservoir, which reduces losses from Colorado River water that is ordered but not diverted by users, cloud seeding efforts, and improved vegetation management along the river. An agreement with Mexico to accept voluntary reductions in their deliveries during periods of shortage and to store their unused water in Lake Mead. Efforts to conserve additional water, including the operation of the Yuma desalting plant to reuse agricultural drainage water for delivery to Mexico, and an agricultural forbearance program to incentivize conservation of CAP water. As you've just seen, CAP and its partners have been preparing for decades in anticipation of shortage declarations on the Colorado River. And while shortages in 2016 or 2017 do not pose a crisis for Arizona, they signal the need for all Colorado River water users to accelerate efforts to address the ongoing imbalance between supply and demand, increase conservation to benefit the system, and to take proactive measures to increase Colorado River water supplies.